Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before I start, I just want to thank the people who have been watching and commenting on my videos. Also, my English is not the best, so I've been making a lot of mistakes. Ever since I completed chapter 1 in Shadow Fight 3, I want to talk about why I don't like this game. But you guys seem to enjoy the video, so I continued, hoping that I'll also start to enjoy the game. But things got opposite for me. After completing the chapter 2, I started to hate the game, and the more I played, stronger my hatred grew towards this game. By the time I reached the end of chapter 4, I had lost all of my interest from this game. So in this video, I'm going to explain what made me quit the game. So before I start, I want to mention a couple of things. Firstly, I have tried to play this game 3 times. First time was from November to December of 2017. The game had serious camera shake issues and weird dual reward system. I was somehow able to complete the first chapter. Second try was in February 2018. The game was still a mess. I left the game in the middle of chapter 1. And the third attempt lasted from August to October of this year, that is 2019. Yes, the game has gotten better, but it still has some serious issues. Secondly, I want to point out that many people have commented saying Shadow Fight 3 is a bad game, it's pay to win, and it all comes down to how you define a pay to win game. My definition is it's a video game ecosystem where players can gain an advantage over other players by spending real life currency. Now, if you truly understand that definition, then you'll realize that both Shadow Fight 2 and 3 fall under the pay to win category. Since both are free mobile games, they are expected to have a pay to win system in some way or the other, and I'm okay with that. And I know majority of you would say, hey, I completed those games without spending any money, or something like you need patience and time to complete this game. Well, yes, it is possible to complete those games without spending any money, but that doesn't remove the game from pay to win category. The game would be considered as pay to win until this section from the shop is removed. With that being said, I'll start talking about the issues that I face in this game. One thing that this game does badly is sending player to home screen right after a fight. So in this map, there is a main quest, a side quest, a special event, and 5 levels in survival mode. So after completing the first level of survival mode, I'll be sent back to the home screen and would need to go back to map, select a survival mode again, and then I can play the second level of the survival mode. And after completing the second level, I'll be sent back to the home screen, and this will continue on and on. This was never an issue in Shadow Fight 2. The game would stay on the map when the battle was over. This won't affect the common players, but to someone like me who makes YouTube videos, those videos are the only source of my income, and it can't stop if I get copyright claims or strike. And through my past experience, I have learned it is best not to use the game's music in the videos. So that's why I have disabled the music from the settings. But for some unknown reason, the music would start playing at the beginning or at the end of the fight. This happens every 3 out of 5 times, and it really pisses me off. And I hope this is an issue with my mobile itself, but please try this yourself and let me know in the comments if you encountered this issue or not. Let me explain this by using Shadow Fight 2 as an example. In Shadow Fight 2, if you took a break of a week or a month and returned, the game would still be the same. You'll have the same shop, tournaments, and challenges. It was designed in a way which allowed players to play the game at their own pace. But in Shadow Fight 3, if you were to take a break even for a day or two, you will miss the shop deals, quest, or free booster packs. And if you were to take a break for a week or a month, you will miss the special events and marathons. Now the game has its own pacing. It forces player to play daily. The reward system is extremely bad. I felt many times I wasn't rewarded for my efforts. The rewards that I got from winning fights were upgrades for my old equipment, which were still weaker than my current equipment, or new equipments which would also be weaker than my current equipment. And if I do happen to get a new powerful equipment, majority of the time it would be locked by the level system. and by the time I leveled up, I'll have some other equipment more powerful than the locked equipment. The dual rewards includes coins and chests. There are 8 types of chests, and in my 4 months of gameplay, I managed to open 83 chests, out of which 53 were rare chests and the rest were in single digit number. Same could be said for the quest chest. There are 3 types of chests. Total number of chests that I opened were 43, out of which 29 were rare chests. For the first 3 months, the matchmaking was a garbage. It was unfair. There was a time when I had a lose streak of 10 losses because the game kept matchmaking me with stronger enemies. In October, the matchmaking got fixed and I was getting matched with enemies that were on same level as mine. That was the best time. I actually started to enjoy the duels. But in the 4th week of October, Neki fucked up the matchmaking again. Now I am getting enemies that are way stronger than me, and at this point I have stopped playing duels. The combat system is built upon the idea that if you don't have proper equipment for the fight, you'll be brutally assaulted by your enemy. And if you somehow win the round in the boss fight, the game would blatantly cheat in the next round, trying everything to defeat you. I know grinding is the only way to get good equipments, and let me tell you this, grinding can be fun if the game has good mechanics and can be boring, painful if the game has bad mechanics. Shadow Fight 3 falls in the latter for me. The controls are sluggish. There have been many times where my double app attack was registered as a hold attack, which caused my character to attack differently and causing me to lose the round. What the fuck? Sometimes the game freezes in between the fights and it starts to get really annoying when it freezes between the boss fight. Another thing I noticed during the fights was the huge pause at the start of a new round. In all of my previous Shadow Fight 3 videos, I have removed this pause by editing because it would only make the video longer without serving any useful purpose. This is what an unedited video looks like. At first, I thought this might be because I was running the game in iSettings, or maybe because I was screen recording. So I changed the graphics to a lowest and disabled the recording, but it didn't work, the pause was still the same. Another thing about the fights is that there is no retry option, so whenever you lose a fight, you will be sent back to the home screen. To wrap it up, I'll say this is a mobile game. It is designed for audience that doesn't want to or can't continuously play for 5 to 6 hours. It is meant to be played in multiple sessions in a day, with each session ranging from 30 to 60 minutes. That's why there is a cooldown of 5 to 6 hours on quest and dual chests, since these are the main source for getting epic and legendary equipments. Because of this restriction on quest and dual chests, I only played when they were available. Thus I played the game 3 to 4 times a day, making a total of 2 to 3 hours spent daily. This is not good for me as I am capable of spending 15 hours daily. And looking back at it after 3 months, I'll say it is really bad for me, as I had roughly 750 hours of free play time, but I was only able to play for 35 to 40 hours. So those were the reasons that made me quit Shadow Fight 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And thanks for watching.